Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents. This is Defub21, and I've got a new trailer for us to look at. This is the trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which is the new Transformers movie coming this year, I believe, from Paramount. So without further ado, we'll look at the trailer, and I shall then give you my views on it.
For centuries, our kind has stayed hidden on Earth. But darkness has found us again. Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
Back up!
Oh, I thought we were boys.
You want it? Come and get it!
You brought a human here?
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
Think you holding late and you haven't met the aim? Stop!
This is not our war.
Optimus, we must trust each other to protect the home we all share.
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
In the end, everything you cared for will be consumed.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Yo, Noah, take the wheel.
To be honest with you, my reaction to this trailer overall is kind of one of indifference. There's been a lot of Transformers movies at this point. The only one I consider to be genuinely good was the last one, Bumblebee, which starred Haley Steinfeld. I really liked that movie. Well written, spent plenty of time developing Haley Steinfeld's character, got invested in her. She's obviously gone from this, although it is set in 1994, which is only a couple of years. I think the previous one is set some point in the late 80s, although it is set in the 80s, but it might be in the early mid 80s. I can't remember off the top of my head. It seems late 80s California, if memory serves me correctly. They've jumped forward to, it seems, to the early 90s, 94. All very well and cool. You got some, classic, by the current standards, classic Porsche thrown into the mix. The special effects look, perfectly, like, they don't look bad. Not they look again good enough. But there's been how many movies, Transformers movies so far, and I thought the last one did something genuinely different. But as far as I can tell, they've decided not to pursue that direction. Maybe it's possible Haley Steinfeld's character will turn up in this. I don't know, and maybe we'll start seeing, like, there is I think the female Transformer's name is Orc, but don't correct me on that. She's the pink robot lady in this trailer. So she's at least they've carried her over from she was in certain battle sequences on Cybertron in the previous movie. But apart from that, it's something I'll certainly see it, but whether I'd actually go to see it in the theater, I think is highly unlikely. I mean, the whole Beast Wars thing, like, or Rise of the Beast, is that like I assume it's again, I was around for kind of the OG Star Wars, or not, I said Star Wars, so off the top of my head, the OG Transformers, that kind of animated cartoon show from the 80s. That's what I remember. I remember, obviously, eventually you see the dinosaur Transformers. Grimlock is the name that comes to mind, and I like those. I remember those fondly. But obviously, this is the beasts, which appear to be, among other things, a gorilla and a rhinoceros, are, I assume, from someone later on in the IP's history, by which point I probably lost interest or stopped paying attention. Maybe it's from the comic books. I know there's been a number of Transformers comic book series, but outside of that, it looks, it looks all very well and good and fine, but nothing stands out to me the way the trailers did for the previous movie, and so I'm not, particularly excited one way or another by this, and it didn't sell me on going to see this in theaters. So I'll just wait for it's available on streaming, and I'll have a look at it then. But outside of that, nothing again bad. It didn't hurt itself, hurt the movie, this trailer, but it didn't help it either, from my standpoint, in terms of kind of convincing me to go out and see it in theaters. Anyway, if you know more about these Beast Transformers, explain them to me in the comments. Let me know what you think in general about the trailer in the comments, and click the like button to like this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so for more scintillating content like this. This is Defoe21 signing off. Toodaloo.